we should also talk about is shipping too.
Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream.
Good morning.
For Wednesday, August 7th. What are we going to talk about with shipping?
So much. We have so much to talk about.
Well, what's the shipping thing?
Oh, I want you to know that because sometimes, I mean, there was something that was ridiculous. It was like, even the cookie cutter kit. I'm struggling with short hair. Like, once you get past that, oh, it's so cute, just like, and then you get into weird, like, oh, it's too long. Like, short hair gets too long really fast.
Well, like,
so,
I get my hair cut every
I don't know
6
how
weeks.
I don't know how to style it. Okay, so don't look at it. Anyhow, if we're doing something...
Are you growing it out or are you going to keep it short?
I'm going to grow it out. Maybe just like a short grow out.
No, I think if it
go long.
Because you had that.
Maybe I'll just grow out short. Grow out short. I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Should I cut it really short again?
I think
I kind of liked it really
I liked it really short too. I still think it's cute, but
okay. Anyhow,
so what about shipping?
Like the cookie cutter the little. It's little, and sometimes it's charging you like $13, $16 to ship that. Just add to your, I mean, I always ship that stuff like first class. I just throw it in an envelope and send it.
So we've had 2 losses, uninsured, and U.S. Postal. Yeah.
That stuff never, whatever. The big stuff, don't worry. Don't worry about that. So I throw it in because we can't insure first class.
No, the U.S. Postal insurance is like, it has $100 insurance. And
they're
then
horrible.
Like, you guys lost it. And they're like, no, we didn't.
Yeah, we had something go
like,
missing.
They're like, oh, we're not going to cover that for this stupid reason.
Yeah, you have to fight with them. But anyways, just put in your notes, cheapest shipping. If there's
basically use cheapest shipping.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go, oh, I don't want this to take a super long time, so I might send it priority as opposed to Ground Advantage. But it seems like Ground Advantage has been showing up pretty fast. Like, I had somebody that was really upset because I sent them something Ground Advantage and it took like 20 days. But I've never sent anything to anyone that has told me 20 days. It always says like Ground Advantage is like 5 or 6 days. So sometimes we'll choose that as an option. But what I want you to do is I don't want you to like stress out if it says $16 and it's something small like that usually is going to be really, really cheap. And like if you want to get the cookie cutter pattern or the kit and it's telling you $15, just say cheapest shipping and I'll just throw it in a manila envelope and it'll be like $3 or $4. So don't worry about that. We will, and then we'll refund you the difference. So,
I was actually really surprised yesterday. Like, I was shipping some stuff yesterday, and I was surprised at the expense of some of the stuff. Like, I feel like we've seen some shipping cost increases.
Yeah, and then I have to remind myself, somebody is picking it up here and taking it to you, and then I look at that and I go, oh, well, But we really do try to pick the cheapest shipping and refund you the difference.
Well, in our preference, normally, like if we can, we don't use U.S. Postal.
That's not true. I'll try and put it in a priority. Like if it's going across the country, I almost always try to squeeze it into a priority mailer. It's going to be fastest and cheapest. But we do add some insurance.
So what was I going to say? Like Ground Advantage has been weird. Like some of the stuff I shipped to California recently all went to New Mexico. And I'm like,
it went to California via New Mexico?
Well, like it went from here to New Mexico, and then it went from New Mexico to like Las Vegas, and then from Las Vegas back
You're
to
like,
Northern
how
California.
can that be more efficient and like how
It's
can...
definitely not. Like it ended up on the wrong truck.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it's definitely not. But like once it starts that path, they're not going to end it. I can't imagine a scenario where it makes more sense to do that than it does put it in a truck over the hill. Yeah, I think there's some routes like Marlene points out, like when you ship from Colorado to California or California to Colorado, sometimes it goes really fast. Normally, I tell our California ladies, it's a day. Like our California ladies being
UPS.
those ladies in like
UPS
Sacramento.
is usually a day.
Well, but like same thing with mail. It normally happens really fast, but like we've had really weird stuff. Like, stuff we ship to Oregon goes to like Montana first or something. It's just weird.
But just like in your notes, just always put, and then I'll always do like
it's
the
almost
cheapest
like irrelevant of
yeah,
notes. Like
yeah,
we're
but
almost always gonna choose the cheapest option and refund. Like, but I was like I said, I was surprised yesterday because I was shipping a lot of stuff where people had paid like $8 or $10 in shipping, and I was like, oh, this should be like $5, but then it was like $7.50. And I was just surprised yesterday because like we do a lot of shipping. Like there's a couple hundred packages that probably go through the store a week, and I was just I literally yesterday was like, whoa, I think there was an increase in shipping.
I've been doing
expense.
shipping, and I don't know if I would say that.
You ship a lot of stuff via that first class stuff though. And that hasn't changed, but like I was just surprised at the package rates.
Okay, so should we just go in order of what we want to share? So I did want to show you this because Michelle went ahead and stitched out the other little bag that is, so this was supposed to be the inside fabric for this bag, but Michelle chose a coordinating fabric, and then she was able to make two little bags from that panel. So we're still waiting on the panel, but I want to say I ordered maybe like 45 or 60 more of these, so we'll have plenty when we have them all
on the site already.
They said they were supposed to be available again August 10th, and honestly I haven't looked since I ordered them.
But they are on our site.
Minky,
so they can still
you type in MINKI. I'm sold out of the zippers. The next shipment of the zippers will be here. I think they said they'll have them October 15th, but usually they've been showing up early, so I'm hoping we'll have them sooner than that. But so cute. So cute. And this is the sew along that Michelle's gonna do. She's gonna do the clamshell. There's two, I think there's two other bags.
I think there's two more, yeah. So
Yeah, I think
four.
there's 3 bags total.
4 bags total.
There's 4 bags total. So, and depending on how you use the lining, you could have 8 bags total. So, because it includes like the lining in there. Guess what? I was surging last night. So I finished my pants. They're so cute. Okay, I'm going to stand on the chair. Patrick, hold the chair.
This is where I disagree with
Okay, these are the lantern pants, and I am going to lift a leg. So they're kind of like, it's hard to see, right? They're tapered in. They have like a panel down here on the bottom. Can I get close?
No, do not stand.
Look at, I don't know if you can see my top stitching, but I use this really beautiful variegated, almost like pastel thread to do all of my top stitching. There is a front panel, a side panel, a back panel. I love the waist. It was like flat here. It's elastic, whoop, so you can eat a big dinner, and it still feels good on. They were really easy. Easy peasy. It's going to be a Serger class. I just finished them, so I haven't like put it all together. But these are, here, this will give you an idea of what they, like, see over here. So the only thing I saw as a minus, no pockets. And because it has that side panel, not that you couldn't figure out a way to do the pockets, but that is, to me, a negative but a positive, because it made it that much easier to stitch out. So if this is going to be your first Serger project, and this is going to be your first maybe even garment, then it's going to be an easy one and a fun one, and you're going to want to do this in like every single fabric, because we're headed into fall. So, but I'm going to do them in that double gauze that I got, maybe the triple gauze. You can do it in knit. You can do it in, so suggestions are light to midweight cotton, linen, rayon, polyester, silk, knits, anything. So that's kind of like everything and anything. It's not everything, but there's also a cute top. So look how cute the top is. And so I'll think about making that as well, because I think it's going to be kind of easy to do. There's your pocket. So if you don't have it in your pants, just put it in your top. So this is on the website. It's on at 15% off.
Picasso.
Yeah,
right?
Picasso. I'll bump it up. We're going to just be doing the pants. And they're so comfortable, and I think they're going to be one of those I think it's going to be pants that are going to look great on everyone. So the fabric I used, oh look, I just happen to have matching shoes. Can you believe that? I was like, Kai goes, that's fire. That's what the kids say when they think something's like super cool. He's like, those shoes are fire, the way they go with your pants. I was like, I can't believe I have matching. So the only thing I found difficult with this pattern was because you have to roll the cuff, like the hem on the pants. There is we have to serge like this and this. Serging a like inside corner can be difficult, but we'll practice. Maybe we'll practice and then you'll do it for real. Did I answer any questions?
There really weren't any.
There are no questions. The pant, and they're so comfy. They're so I love them. These were the ones that I started last night and I couldn't stop. I was like, I can't stop. 2 nights ago. And then when I got home yesterday, I immediately went into my sewing room to finish it up because I had to add the waistband. The fabric I use, I got this in Korea, and it's this cotton, but it's thicker than a quilter cotton. It's so nice in the hand. I don't even know. This, I want to say it was like 3 yards or something, and I paid $6. I know. I didn't even cut my threads yet. I put them on, and I was like, these are so cute. I went outside and showed Patrick. I was like, do you love them? And then he said, I love them, and he didn't even look up.
I looked up. I saw what I needed to see.
Barely.
I saw what I needed to see.
They do
I
lots
guess
of
I
hats.
missed a second fashion show last night.
We are not going to be adding the pockets in this. This is going to be a full-on. You are going to need a sewing machine too to do your top stitching, but we are going to be doing this on the serger. So and you need it to sew in like the elastic to like tack it down. Can you not do that, please? So, but it's going to be a serger. If you want to do it on a sewing machine, you can do it on a sewing machine too, but I'm going to be on my serger. It's definitely, it was more like a sewing pattern. But why do that when we can have finished seams on the inside and we can feel like a pro? Like you're like, oh my goodness, I did that. I'm a garment sewer. So I haven't done a garment in years, maybe a decade. Since the kids were little, I haven't done, I know that's a lot. I mean, I've done an apron and something like that, couple aprons, but I haven't done it like pair of pants or anything. That's a lie. I did pajama pants too. But I haven't done much in the way of garments. And
Sharon says I'm wearing your spirit animal.
Yes. That is my spirit animal. I should be wearing that t-shirt. Did I answer everything? Yes, that's the other thing, Alice. Michelle said that too. Maybe put a pocket on the front. I've never done that before. I've never put one on top.
You made those pants for Kai that Kai wore forever, and they had like a pocket sewn on the outside. It was like a patch.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And my ultimate goal was, I'm gonna get some like DMC floss, and I wanted to like stitch around the stars so it looked like a little more artisan. But you know, that's what I talk about in my head. That never happens because on to the next. That's what happens. Okay. So that's on the site. I will work next week. I'll have it posted by next week. The class. We're gonna do. There's gonna be a prep. I don't know about you guys, but I always do. I don't use.
Is this a sew along or a class?
It's gonna be a class. This is gonna be a class. No, did you not? Were you not listening? I just said that I was gonna have it by next week.
Okay, I missed that part.
This is my life. This morning he's like, he said, if I don't respond, that means I didn't hear you.
I literally walked in the room and I was like, I need to drive my truck today. I'm doing laundry. Can you take the dogs? And she goes, yes.
No.
I
didn't hear that.
Yes.
No.
And then I walked downstairs and I was doing laundry and I yelled up, you need to leave with the dogs.
No, I didn't hear it.
And then she walks downstairs
I wasn't
and it was like too late. And I'm like, are you not leaving with the dogs? And she's like, oh, sure. And then like 3 minutes.
I never said oh, sure.
You did say oh, sure. And then like 3 minutes later, I was like, why aren't you leaving? And she's like, we aren't going together.
I didn't hear any of it. I didn't hear any of it. And then if I did respond, that was a lie. I didn't hear any of it.
I was literally like, I've said something to you 3 times this morning.
I think I went on autopilot and I just told him what he wanted to hear, but my brain didn't register it. Do I have a problem?
You were so focused on Kai's sheets.
Yeah, because Kai's leaving and we needed to get him new sheets. He's going to have a big boy bed. We got him a queen. He's always had big bed, and his feet hang over the edge like his daddy. So we got him a queen so that he can be fully on a bed and not have to sleep diagonal.
I was at my friend's house last week before I picked up Kai, and they were telling me how comfortable there were a bunch of people staying at their house, and I was on a pull-out, and they were like, the pull-out's so comfortable. And then I went and laid down on the pull-out, and like it was like mid-shin. Was as long as the pull-out was.
It was like a couch.
And I'm like, this is how you know you're in a house with people where there's nobody in the house taller than like 5'6" or 5'7". I was like, oh my God. This is the most uncomfortable pull-out I've ever been in. And both of them are like, it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Like the edges had piping on them, so it was like hard. So it was like my shins were just on this like hard piping. I was like, oh, this is awful.
You couldn't even go diagonal?
Well, it wasn't soft enough to like lay on your side because the pad was like this thick, and like so I couldn't lay on my side and like curl up fetus.
Remember the pull-outs in like the 80s where you just felt like the
you could feel the bars? That was like kind of like what it was, but the bars like the whole way around.
I thought pull-out couches were so exciting, so when I would go to a friend's house and they had a pull-out couch, I'd be so excited.
I remember
and it had that big metal bar that you could feel through the thin mattress.
I went to like a friend's house and they had like a little treadle bed underneath, and they like pulled it out. It was comfortable, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But anyways. So, how did we even get on that subject? Because so Jeannie was shopping this morning, and I was
getting him sheets.
Not to interrupt Jeannie's shopping.
Don't get in the way.
She literally was like, I need to get his sheets. She like grabbed his computer and ran downstairs, and then I had a whole conversation with her that she just blacked out.
I did. I blacked out. Okay. Celinda's having trouble with her top thread shredding. So there's a couple easy things you can check.
So Celinda, no, she's getting that like where it goes ka-chunk. And where it goes ka-chunk is a burr. And that is, so what happens is...
this is like Car Talk. Do you guys listen to Car Talk on NPR?
So the ka-chunk, that's like a common thing, right? It goes ka-chunk, and then if you stop right away and you look at the back, it'll have like a little loop in it. So what's happening is the thread's getting caught. And it's normally actually happening underneath, but the thread starts to unwind and unspool, so it ends up above the needle. So that can be tough. Like, and
Because they have to find
like
it.
because the people that are working on the machine need to find it. And it's funny because like 99% of the time we were fixing it, but like Miss Rosselli here was having that issue, and like we like just weren't finding it. We just weren't finding it. And finally I was on the phone with the head of QA at Brother, and he asked me if we had checked something, and we had never done it. It was actually something that at Baby Lock Tech they had told us never to do. Not that we couldn't do it, but like it was, they just didn't want to deal with feed dog issues. And sure enough, there was something there, and it was on the bottom of the feed dogs, and so we cleaned that up and the problem went away. But it is more than likely a burr, because what's happening is everything's fine, and then you actually hit the thread gets caught on the burr, and it makes that sound. So
Wait, I wanted to talk to him about a couple other things, though.
okay, what are we talking about?
Well, okay. If you're ever getting shredded thread, there's a couple easy things you can check. Your bobbin case. So if your upper thread shreds, and
Well, this is just the perfect idea for a short.
okay, we won't do it then.
I think
I took some pictures.
Make a short today or tomorrow.
Yeah, in all my free time. You make the short.
You make
This is like a technical. Yeah, maybe you should be making some of the shorts.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, dear.
So, Graydon yesterday went and compiled a list of short, and your suggestions were so amazing. Like, and things that I don't like always think about, but just like I had a couple people who asked how to wind like a nice, consistent, even bobbin, and I was like, let's do it, because a couple people are having that issue. So, yeah, and that's like an easy thing for us to do.
That's normally an easy thing to fix.
Yeah. So we'll do a short on what can cause shredding thread. And that way you have a little checklist that you can work through. But you know what? That checklist is on your Baby Lock and Brother machine if you go into the question mark. There's like troubleshooting. You can go in there and it prompts you. It gives you like this list of what could be causing that shredding thread. And sometimes I go back in there because I'm like, oh, I forgot to even check that. That's a great thing. Okay. I wanted to show you a couple of things. These are up on the website. I only bought a handful of them just to see how they would do. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring mine. So I have this. This is the Sue Daly rotating cutting mat. I'm going to pull this one out.
Here, I'll take it out.
The price point on these are incredible, and they're on that like nice roller too, and I think we put them on the website at 15% off, so it's going to be even better. But the price on this is $32.99. This is a smaller size, and sometimes when I'm paper piecing or I'm doing small stuff, I'll get this one out.
Are they separates like the Martelli, or are they fixed?
They are not separate. They are fixed. So that is going to be, I think, one of the reasons for the lower price point, because once it's done, it's done. But you're going to be on this nice, you see that? So it's going to have that nice, smooth rotate without those dead spots that you might get on those, like the square cutting mats, like the Olfa ones, which I have those. I have the 12-inch and the 17-inch. This is what the top looks like, so there's not that many markings on this, but it's fantastic. So if you're looking for a rotating mat and you don't want to go Martelli and spend that price, you can do this. What happens when it does wear out? You could get the Martelli, just the little one, and put it right on top of here. So I think it's like a fantastic option, because although this doesn't come apart, you could put another mat on top.
That thing with a heat gun and get that off, I'm sure.
Yeah, but then what are you gonna put? Like, why? Just leave it.
Okay.
I've had mine. I don't use mine all the time, but I've had mine for years now.
I'll take care of it.
You'll put that back in. We have two sizes. This one's going to be the 32. This one is $32.99 and it is 10-inch. And then there is the 55. This is $55.99 and this is 16 inches. And it's a fantastic price because it's going to be on there. That is like the price of just the base for the Martelli. So I'm going to show you the Martelli one. You're going to see the Martelli one is 2 pieces. And this is what I have, what I know, what I love, what I use.
That turntable is a little nicer.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's smoother for sure.
It is not. There's nothing. It sounds more fun. Maybe it is, but I think those are great too, because this base alone is the same price as that base and that top, which is together. It's together, so once it's done, it's done. But if you've been wanting a rotating mat, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I can stomach the cost, because this is, I want to say it's $57.99, and we have it at a sale price on the website, and then you have to buy the top. They come separate. And then you put, I'm glad that you can buy another top, because I had a top in my hot car and
we
it
just
totally
we
warped.
just had a mat that warped in shipping, like
So,
from heat.
These
So
are
be
the
careful
markings
with
on
heat
here. I
in
really
these.
like the markings. I mean, I use the squares to square stuff up. Yeah, don't leave this in your cart because it'll melt. And then once you're done with this, which I've had mine, and you see me use it all the time. I've had mine for years. And I just continue to use it. But once this is done, this is like the like cushy back, the rubber back, and you can get rid of that and you can get a different one and just replace it and just keep using it over and over again. And then there also is the ironing mat. So if you're going to go on a retreat, this could be your little system. You could take these 3 pieces: ironing mat, the cutting mat, and then the base. So 3 different separate pieces. These are going to be together.
So when she's saying done, like cutting mats, like you'll wear lines into the cutting mat where they just,
But
you
you
know.
can't even, mine, like, it still cuts like a boss.
Well, they call them self-healing mats, but the
It's
reality
magical.
is
What is it?
well, it's just that it's a material that has memory, so it kind of goes back to where it was. But
Yeah.
all you have to do is look at our cutting mats, like over there, and we need to replace those because sometimes it just.
I
gets
use
to
mine
that
all
point.
the time. I use my Martelli. Now, I don't use my Sue Daily one all the time, although I've used it often, and it seems great. So, but I always go, I think you get what you pay for. But they're such a good buy, and like, I think they're still going to be great.
So tonight is the night. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym tonight, but when I get home, we're gonna finish and put up the brother sale. So that'll be up midweek. Jeannie and I had a conversation yesterday, and we're gonna put a handful of machines. Like,
Yeah.
there's some machines that are on special right now that are like special. Like
We'll
that
put the
brother
machines up,
SE700.
But you're going to have to call us for some
No,
of the pricing we can put
some
up.
of the pricing
Some
is gonna
map
be
pricing
there.
we can put up.
Some of the machines I'm gonna put up with a call for price because we kind of get in bigger trouble for machine stuff. But like, there's some machines that have an amazing deal right now. Like that SE700 is a beautiful little 4x4. It's a great little sewing machine because it's got the cut button.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, and it's at $499 right now. It's normally like they were $1,000. So
It's like the Verve. So if you have the Baby Lock Fervor, what's the comparable
It'd be
brother?
the 1750D.
Yeah,
Now
this-
that machine's a little nicer. It has Disney, like it's got some other stuff. It's wireless.
Yes,
Like
it's
so,
wireless.
so there's
and
like
it does
there
have
is some stuff
It has
on
Disney SC700.
the 1750. So to compare it to the 1750 it's not like a totally apt comparison.
Because it doesn't
But if
have
you're
Disney,
looking for a
but it
little
is wireless.
machine, like it is, I think, a nicer machine than the NS80, which is $600, and it's
Oh, yeah.
$499, and it's like, and we
Sewing
can
and
ship it.
embroidery.
So it's like there's some stuff like that on the brother price list right now that we're going to take advantage of. And so if anybody's waited for like specials, I'm going to have the brother NQ3550W. That'll be a call for pricing. But like right now online, those are like, I think they've come down to like $22.99 or something like that was their recent deal. So I'm going to have some special pricing on machines that are just, there's some stuff that's too good to pass up
we'll
machine
put it
wise.
up. And last night I went home and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna sew. I'm gonna work on the brother thing. And I was like, ugh! I had forgotten my price list, and Michelle had marked, because I could have printed it another one, but Michelle had marked some stuff that she wanted
And you
that
worked
we were
a lot,
curating.
but like we got to spend a little more time together last night.
We did.
We were so in love.
We were
watching.
so in love. What were we watching?
I don't know, whatever you
Oh,
wanted.
Suits. We were watching Suits. And Kai was sitting there, and I go, Kai, Mommy and Daddy are so in love. Let's kiss. And then we kissed. And then Kai goes, what did he say?
He goes, I'm so fortunate.
Yeah. He did. He said he's so fortunate. So, Chris had asked, no, not Chris, Cindy West had asked the price of this mat. This one's $32.99, and it's 15% off.
And they're all on the website.
Yeah, they're on the website. I think we bumped it to the top. The big one is $55.99, and that is also 15% off. It's a great price, and I think they're fantastic, and you're going to look so gorgeous cutting on those mats, so you should get them. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? There was other things. I wanted to show you this because we're revisiting this. And this is did you see Dana did this? And she just like busted it out. This quilt, mine is still not done. Mine is done, but the borders aren't done. So it's not, are the borders done? Okay, she did it in the ladder quilt, the long and skinny. I like my quilts like I like my men. Right? Okay. Is this just adorable? So this is Falling for Autumn. And you definitely want the embellishment kit and you want the design. I think we still have them on the site on sale. And, I mean, look at the squirrels. Look at those with the little nuts and the glossy apples. And these reefs come in your kit. And so anyways, you can't, well, somebody might have the kits online. We're going to re-kit. So we're going to cut these. We're just going to start out with 8. And we'll put those up probably sometime next week. So if you've wanted to do this, or maybe you're new to Kimberbell and you weren't here, I mean, look at the sweaters. The sweater material comes in the embellishment kit. It's actually like knit sweater material. So cute, isn't that?
Do you have a bunch more to talk about?
No.
So, because it's that time.
Okay, it's that time where sprockets must dance.
So, now's the time on Sprockets when we dance.
Yeah.
Jeannie loves that old
Oh my
SNL
God.
stuff. So I may change up my plans a little next week to be here on Saturday, but I may not be here at all on Thursday. So we're just trying to figure that out.
Is it next week? He's talking next
week?
This week we're here.
Keep in mind we are closed on Saturday.
So come get what you want by Friday because we're shutting those doors. And is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh, is today Thursday?
Today is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. I'm going to be stitching on Friday. Don't forget, we're going to be working on section 3. of pumpkins and potions, and I doubt I'll get any homework done because I have to work on the brother list and do some other stuff, and then be in love with Patrick. That takes time too. So, okay, let's be done then.
All
Let's
right.
get to work.
Let's get to work.
Have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. We'll see you tomorrow.